theater, the very epitome of the musical's golden age.
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3.
A new production has come to Broadway, with stars Lou Diamond Phillips as the King and Donna Murphy as the Eye.
Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you.
How do you account for the fact that that some of these, a show like The King and I, after all these years, still has this appeal?
There is such heart in this show. There are many other elements, but I think there is such breadth of feeling that that's what people hook into. It's about two very strong people who, you know, butt heads and yet want to work it out.
From now on in presence, you shall so conduct yourself like all other subject.
You mean on the floor? I am sorry. I shall try very hard not to let my head be as high as your Majesty's, but I simply cannot grovel on the floor.
Even though Yul Brynner put the role of the King center stage and made him a legend, Donna Murphy is a force of her own, returning balance true to the original source, a story called Anna and the King of Siam.
While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm afraid.
Anna's is a true story based on the memoirs of Anna Leonowens, a British governess hired by the King to teach his many children.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say.
She's an adventurer. She doesn't accept things easily. She wants to know why, and she wants to find out more. And she thinks that she has a right to know those things and to ask those questions in a time when it wasn't fashionable for a woman to behave that way. So when the King says she's a difficult woman, she definitely was by standards of that time.
And the award goes to Donna Murphy, Passion.
Playing a difficult, unfashionable woman once before won Donna Murphy a 1994 Tony Award.
Loving you is why I do the things I do.
In Stephen Sondheim's Passion, Murphy was Fosca, a woman sick of soul and body, an obsessed woman wasting away with desire.
Was that in any way a challenge because this was not an attractive person, and you obviously are, so how do you do that?
I tell you, it was easier than most people thought. I immediately had a picture in my mind, not of the outside of this woman, but of the inside of this woman.
I read to dream, I read to live.
I thought very little about the outside except to strip myself away of any attempts to look pretty. It wasn't a big leap for me to get in touch with my own insecurities about my appearance, I think I personally I think I can be attractive, but I never thought of myself as a beautiful woman or a pretty little girl, quite frankly. My ego was wrapped up in other things. In my grades at school, in theater and music and writing.
Audiences then have to make the transition too for you. I mean, the ones who know you from Passion have to accept a different different Donna Murphy.
Yeah, well, I would hope that people do that from role to role. I'm an actress because I like exploring what I think of are the seeds of different people kind of within all of us in a way, but for me, within me. And I like the opportunity to kind of surprise people with something they haven't seen before in me.
One of the stunning qualities of Donna Murphy is her chameleon-like ability to change completely for different roles. Whether it be a sultry nightclub singer a few years back in Song of Singapore,
I want you to get better.
or her upcoming role as a mother in crisis for HBO's Someone Had to Be Benny.
Not gonna say that you are. I know you don't want it. Benny!
Mom, I'm dying.
The women Murphy plays are complex and intriguing, even when it's just for the record. She is featured on the soon-to-be-released album Bernstein's New York, a collection of Leonard Bernstein's New York-inspired compositions.
Wish I could cry, 'cause then I'd get some relief.
You don't have to worry about characterization, I guess, that much, and if you're just doing a song. Or do you?
Oh, I tend to overcomplicate things in that way, I guess.
Wish I could cry.
When I'm singing theater music, even if it's just one song out of context of a show, I still need and tend to naturally think about who the person is, what the circumstances are that they're singing in, and why they're singing.
Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy.
And of Anna and her king?
There's great joy and there's great pain, and so you really get to experience, the whole realm of human emotion in this story.
I mean, being able to communicate those heights and those depths to an audience sitting in a theater is a sort of heavy responsibility, isn't it?
It is, but if I can do it well, then I can't think of a more satisfying thing to be doing with my work.